for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Vikings and the Cowboys on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love that. Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out. As off we go in the NFC title game. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand. And he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. And if he's able to continue to play at that high level these next 4 quarters, this team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Show what we're made of, offense! Get after him, offense!
Shotgun snap for Prescott. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Now Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's now third and less than a yard.
Third and short. Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. Kevin O'Connell made the decision, and he will throw the red challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense ready now for their second drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. We'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their second possession. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Throwing is Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Dak to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Van Ginkel. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a handoff. Jones. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Prescott. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. On the play fake, Dak. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Johnson. Room to run at the 40. It'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Prescott now. And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Chmp on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger mounts a punt for Dallas.
It's now fourth down.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. They face 2nd down and 7. Little play action here with McCarthy. To the left side here, caught by Addison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Play action now, it's McCarthy. A ball deep for the end zone. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. To the left side and taken in by Jefferson. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Now McCarthy. Set up the screen with Hawkinson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Vikings build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's get a few yards on this play.
Pistol now for Prescott. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
You can score on the outside.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On the zone read, here's Johnson. He's got space inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
To throw is Prescott. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
On the give, it's Johnson. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get this out to the left flat. On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within a score. It's now 17-10. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. On the give, it's Jones. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. 2nd and 7. On play action, here's McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8. Watkins motioning over. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back in the end zone. Point on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. To the air once more is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCarthy going to look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Throwing here on 3rd. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. So, we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Pittsburgh Steelers, once again, who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the 2nd half. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Mike and Greg. The 2nd half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. This barely gets to the landing zone. Fielded at the 19. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Dak Prescott. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Johnson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. To throw is down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
The 22-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll play action. It's Prescott. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Will get this out quickly to Lamb. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to cut it to 4, 17-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 9. A hit, and he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Open man, left side, he's got it. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds, all the way down at the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards. 1st and 10.
6 on the board, fellas.
On play action, here's Dak. He's got it inside the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Again, Prescott to the air. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Pistol now for Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
That one taken in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Dallas. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incomplete. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A huge play for Dallas. 31 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Dak can throw it here on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Do this, offense!
At the Vikings 27-yard line.
To the air again. Prescott. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Prescott again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's Tannehill. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now Tannehill. He'll air this one out for Watkins. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Cowboys offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Prescott. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Johnson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Dak to throw. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Quit cheating!
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Again, Prescott to the air. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Third and short. Prescott. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing Tannehill. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. They're all set to punt this one away. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Back to throw is Tannehill. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple. It sets up 3rd down. Throw is Tannehill. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down. Watkins motioning over. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's light him up, hero!
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Yeah. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now Tannehill. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll find his receiver. It's Tim Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. Running is Chmp. And the Vikings are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. To throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Throwing now from the gun. The ball comes out, and the defense has it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far.
Jump offside.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Light him up here. Get the points on the board. It's not us.
Man in motion, heading left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl.
Mistakes on their offense.
And the defense is asleep.
So that's a wrap for Greg Olson and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night.